At this exact microsecond, tactics don't matter, formations don't matter, and those multi-million-dollar corporate contracts, absolutely worthless. Right now, this man is trapped in 90 seconds of pure psychological hell. As the national anthem echoes through the stadium, 85,000 people stand in the concrete coliseum, not to cheer his name, but to pray for his downfall. They don't see an opponent in a different jersey. They see a traitor, a man who traded the blood of his homeland for the cold glitz of external glory. This isn't just a group stage match. This is a public execution broadcast live to 1 billion human beings. Today, we unmask the terrifying reality of how a single executive decision turned a world-class striker into the target of the most aggressive psychological warfare in sports history. Welcome to the dark side of the beautiful game. This is the story of the World Cup's most hated traitor. The man hiding behind this digital matrix of hate is none other than the lethal, aggressive striker, Diego Costa. Back in 2013, Costa was the most feared forward on the planet, tearing European defenses apart with Atletico Madrid. Brazil, his actual birthplace, the soil that bred his football DNA, officially called him up. He put on the iconic yellow jersey. He played 2 international matches. The entire nation believed they had found their savior for the upcoming tournament. Until the ultimate bombshell hit. Diego Costa publicly rejected Brazil and officially declared his allegiance to Spain. FIFA rules allowed it because the matches weren't official tournament fixtures. But in the court of public opinion, nobody cares about FIFA's legal loopholes. Brazil's head coach, Luis Felipe Scolari, stood before the global press, furious, delivering a chilling verdict. He turned his back on the dreams of millions. He is rejecting the identity and blood of his homeland. But the betrayal ran deeper. The upcoming 2014 World Cup wasn't just anywhere. It was hosted in the heart of Brazil. By signing that paper, Costa didn't just change teams. He condemned himself to march right into the lion's den, wearing the enemy's armor. The moment Diego Costa's boots touched Brazilian soil with the Spanish squad, his reality transformed into an absolute security nightmare. This wasn't standard stadium banter. It was a localized geo-fenced manhunt. Riot police surrounded the team hotel like a maximum security prison. The Brazilian public viewed Costa's defection as a direct, calculated insult to their national pride. The psychological warfare bled into his personal life. Death threats flooded his digital footprint. His extended family living in Brazil faced immense local pressure. The local clubs where he trained as a child stripped his photos from their walls. Diego Costa entered that tournament knowing that every single blade of grass he stepped on would spark an absolute inferno in the stands. He was a noble soldier fighting an entire nation that wanted him psychologically dismantled. And now, we analyze the most psychologically devastating 90 seconds in World Cup history. The national anthem ceremony. For those who don't know, Spain's national anthem, the Marcha Real, is completely instrumental. It has absolutely no words. And that created a terrifying psychological trap for Costa. Costa stood there in absolute forced silence. There were no lyrics to hide behind, no words to repeat to pretend he belonged to Spain. He just had to stand perfectly still under a relentless downpour of insults delivered in his native Brazilian Portuguese, echoing from 80,000 words. Behavioral analysts tracked fatal micro-expressions, severe jaw clenching and repetitive involuntary swallowing. His nervous system was locked in an intense fight-or-flight stasis. He could see his childhood culture, his people, looking directly at him from the lens of pure hatred. Emotions are supposed to dominate instant chaos war. In sports psychology, extreme hatred can act as a moving fuel, driving a player to destroy his craves. your steel.